My name is Salome Mbugua. I'm currently the chair of the European Network of Migrant Women. We are actually in Rabat. I'm doing this interview in Rabat in Morocco because we chose to have our General Assembly here. Mainly because we want to support women living in this part of the world because our belief in human rights and justice is quite important, and that we make those linkages with the women who are not necessarily in Europe but are struggling to achieve their rights. Last week was a significant week for myself. As a woman who have lived in Europe for the last 24 years, struggling on issues of human rights and equality and justice, in particular for migrant women, I was appointed by the President of Ireland as a Commissioner for Irish Human Rights. This is actually a quite influential position, a position that will discuss issues of human rights and equality based on the 9 grounds that you cannot discriminate. Of course, we know that migrant women don't cope very well when they arrive in Europe or in their country of destination. Issues of discrimination, issues of racism and poverty are quite significant. This position is quite important because the human rights in Ireland also influences what happens in Europe because you're part of the European Union. And I hope to use my knowledge, my skill, but also my humor to be able to inform and challenge the inequalities and injustice that still continue to affect women all over the world, and in particular focusing on migrant women. Here in Rabat, we've had a very good General Assembly. We had over almost 30 women coming to the General Assembly from all over Europe, and then we had women from actually Morocco also joining us. We had women activists talking about their work. As people know and the world know, Ireland only achieved the campaign that they had been working on the access to abortion, reappealing the 8th Amendment, which feminist and women movement in Ireland have fought for decades and decades, and it was only achieved after the voting on the 25th of May. So Morocco women are actually campaigning for the same right, to be granted to Moroccan women. And we hope to work with them in the future, with their campaign on access to, to choice and to women living to their full potential because they have those rights. As we know, many women are actually protected from achieving their rights. Our aim in ENOM is to be able to achieve the rights of women, equality of women, not only actually in decision making, but also in all other public arenas and areas that influences or impacts on their life. So we hope to be able to continue to work with the Moroccan women and try to see how they are getting on with their campaign and their work. Thank you.